Hello, this is a Silver, Hazard, and Reinhardt VOD review. The post on this one just said that they were blamed by their team and they weren't sure what they did wrong, so we'll go through it, just see general tips. Oh, this is a short game. It can be a hard first point for Hazard, but you can make it work if you're patient enough. So we got Sigma, Hanzo, we've got Iliari, so they just have a bunch of long-range damage. And that was a good try. That was a good try to get the Hanzo. You were just a tiny bit slow, but you can just like take top or wait here or wait for your wall to come back, and this is fine because you're still taking space. You're out of the choke. Ashe is so alone, honestly, you can just go for her without waiting for wall. Ashe is like wide open, but maybe just a little nervous, or you didn't have your wall, but if someone's this open, you can honestly take the 1v1 all day with just your block and your slash. Reaper's in, so no, your Mercy gets picked. That's unfortunate, but yeah, Ashe was being really aggressive, so. And that was just kind of a tough engage, because there's so much damage here. They're almost baiting you in, because you've got to deal with Rock, you've got to deal with Storm Arrow, or the two I'm thinking of. Very tough things to get through. But the thing is, because they all kited back here, if they do this, sometimes don't take the bait. They're trying to bait you in and spam you. You can actually just go this way still, and then maybe you go for Ashe and wall here or something, or you just take top and then you're in great striking range. But if they all back up to a corner and you jump in, they can wreck you, so you just took the bait. And we could have just stayed tucked in there until we at least got healed or got our slash back, but the main issue was just jumping into a mob of people instead of being a little more patient, poking, or taking the area they left open, so.
Scars that sting worse. Pure body.
Alright, they're backing up again. And that wall, I kind of like the idea, but it's hard to actually get the wall exactly where you want if you do it from far away, because you're basically just looking at this flat area that's a few pixels tall. But if you jump and then wall, you've got such a better angle at it. So I think the same play, just don't wall early, send the jump and then wall, and then you've got this aerial view where it's now you've got about a 100 pixel window where you can put the wall where you want because you're looking at it from the top, so. He's gonna get out. It might turn into the same thing where it's hard to just break this choke, but. They use jump, and things you can do as Hazard. You can be really sneaky and like wall climb. You might, sometimes this lip kind of messes you up and you have to hold it, but you can wall climb up here and then sort of like jump the Kiri or something like that, or like climb up and come from the top and then maybe wall here, wall the Sigma off so he can't rock you, and go for the Echo. Hazard can do those types of cool engages where everyone's crosshairs here, right? So if you come from the top or come from the side, they're more thrown off because they're a bunch of long-range characters trying to chip your health down before you can actually get in, and they're kind of succeeding. But okay, that was a good wall. Good wall, good job getting Kiri. So now we're doing some aggression. We can stay in versus Echo. If you don't feel comfortable in your shots, you can just hold block, because high damage characters like Reaper, Cass, Echo, just hold block because that shuts them down and you're doing damage back. So the Echo and Ashe actually, if you hold block, can't do much. So I would stay up there. Okay, if as soon as you do this, the Echo and the Ash get free reign. So I really think it was a mistake to go for the Sigma, because it's gonna take probably 10 seconds to kill him through the support help, and you're leaving these guys open. So I mean, you were doing a good job to start with. I just think this was a mistake going for Sigma. Yeah, and sure enough, like, they chip you down, the DPS chip you down again, so. Oh, good job helping your Mercy. And same thing, you can just stay in and block versus the Ashe and then hug the wall. That way, like, the Kiri and Iliari can't shoot you, and you're just 1v1ing not the Ashe, the Echo, but. Because you're kind of backing off, giving them, like, free reign to chip you down, and then you go back in after your health's gone. Like, you just invested the wall and got in a good spot. Why did you leave and then go back? So you might have to just trust yourself a little more. Team gets picked again, so yeah, that was mainly just we never finished the job on actually disrupting their DPS, but now we just gotta live. Our team's respawning. Like, that wall should have been. Usually wall is made for attacking and splitting people up, but that wall should have just been like, okay, I'm gonna wall just to block you. You're basically using it like a Sigma shield, and then bye. Because you don't want to get stagger killed here. And your team won't like that, but they got picked in the first place, so. Sigma used rock. And we're taking more spam damage. What you can do is hazard. It's actually really easy on hazard. It would be better to jump from here and go here, or get here and go here. If jumping from here, you're going to take so much spam damage, and hazard can just literally walk here and then wall climb, or like walk here, wall climb. So he can get to these areas pretty easy. And I'd probably just come up here, and then I want to get the Sigma. So I'd jump up, wall here to block off the follow-up, and then I'd slash and we both land here, and then we're basically having a 2v2 or a 2v3 where our team kind of helps us fight here and the wall's protecting us. So that's a way to at least make some progress through the choke. Because I understand why you don't want to jump because they're 30 meters away, so that's why it's important to actually get 10 meters closer by doing the wall climb and coming around. And the wall is actually really important if you're dealing with CC like Orisa, Sigma, Ana. The wall is really important because it kind of blocks the what is it, the CC. So you can honestly just block here in front of the Sigma and use that wall to cover your ult. And then when the ult comes, then you drop the wall and go for these guys. You just didn't respect the fact that Sigma has rocks, so. And you made that long-range jump, so by the time you landed, Sigma's rock was half out because you had to jump from so far away that it was obvious you were coming, but.
Our future.
Here's the Reinhardt. And this might be a little simpler, because you can just shield up and then swing here, and then shield up and swing here, so you can kind of get through the choke that way. And that's a calculated risk. You've at least got statues, so if you miss, you'll hit it, and then you can back up and shield, so that's a calculated risk, that's fine. The only thing is they've built up their ults and one of your teammates has quit, so. But the play was honestly fine. Because you killed someone, you went in, you drew their attention, you backed up and tried to live, but yeah. And there's not a lot to this game. Do they insta-cap on... Oh, your team just rage quits. Okay, well that's it. They didn't help you. They were either getting picked or not helping. But we went over the ways you can do better. More setup time, and then when you actually go in, like wall mid jump, so you can get the wall exactly where you want, and then actually sort of take the space, take up top, and all that stuff instead of just going for Sigma or making these really ill-advised long-range jumps from the front where you get rocked and spammed. So if you do a little more setup and a little better walls, and a little more taking map control, you'll be able to get it to work.